Today, a 30-year-old woman admits she chased the bag, ignored commitment, and prioritized the grind. Kevin Samuels breaks down the real cost of waiting too long to choose family over career.
Hello,
Hello.
Micah.
Hi, can you hear me?
I can. Is that your first name, Micah?
Mika.
Mika? Okay, how old
I
are you?
know there's 30.
Okay, what do you have for me on the topic of high value black men and white women's?
I think that Black women tend to chase the bag, and that focus allows us to put a lot of, different values to the side. So the conversation on media, right?
You say they
A
black
lot
women
of
tend to check bags?
chase the bag, chase
Okay,
money,
okay.
you know. So in doing that, um, I think we let go of our values. So yeah, Oprah may run this network, but she'll do what she has to do to get the money. So if it doesn't mean promoting Black couples, she's not going to do it.
Oh, okay. I thought you were gonna go about the single women. You're talking about the media.
Well,
Well,
both,
but here's the
both.
thing. Here's the thing. Let's take it with the Oprah standpoint. If you guys stop buying this stuff, see, if you ladies stop watching this stuff, they'll stop producing
That's true.
it. You stop watching, they'll stop producing it. They only make it because they know you're gonna watch it. And what is that? And what does that say they think about you? That they can serve you crap and they know you're gonna eat it. So you say the women are chasing the bag, okay? Well, and the high value black men are the bag. And to get him, you need to be childless and in shape. But if you got kids or you're overweight, are you really chasing the bag?
That's a good point. I'm guilty. I'm in the danger zone, and I'm guilty of chasing the bag, chasing the career.
Okay,
So
you chasing the what? The cream?
chase the career, the
Okay.
money.
Okay,
So
chasing the money meaning chasing your money or chasing his money.
my money.
Okay, what do you do for a
So
living?
I'm a consultant for a technology company.
Okay, uh, what's your? Do you have a degree?
Yes.
And what city are you in?
Orlando?
Orlando. And have you crossed six figures?
No.
Okay, and you're 30. You
Yes.
you wanna? Are you? I don't know. How much are you? Where are you at? 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s?
80s?
Okay. Can I tell you something?
Yes.
You don't have a bag.
Okay.
$80,000 is more than the average black person. Okay? But see, unfortunately, we got sisters who are making high five figures, and it seems like because you're making 6,000, 6 to 7 thousand dollars a month. Hey,
Right.
if you come from a family where they was making $20 an hour, you doubled up. Well, if they was making $15 an hour, but let me give you an example. Remember, Chris Rock did a show, a comedy show. He's talking about the neighborhood I live in, beautiful, 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 big house, da 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 da. And I'm a famous black comedian, a movie star, da 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 da. You know who my next door neighbor is? A dentist. You could be a regular white
Right.
man, and I'm sitting in the neighborhood I live in. I see regular ass white people who are consultants, and they got more than you because see, here's what happens. Let's play this forward. You don't get married for the rest of your life. Your husband never finds you and he stays single for the rest of your life. You go from 80 to maybe 120 through your career. He's making 130 to 170. Together, individually, you got a home, he got a home. You got utilities, he got utilities. You're spending the money you could have saved on a mortgage. This all your outgoing stuff could have been used for investments, property, everything else because you're unmarried.
Right.
This is why I asked the question: rich, wealthy, non-black men marry, divorce, and remarry even in this current environment. Marriage is up in 2019. Divorce has been cut in half. What do they know and understand about marriage that single middle class black men don't? But I got to ask what they understand about marriage that black women don't, because you and a lot of sisters like you feel like you get in the bag because you can go and eat Ruth Chris from time to time and go have a mimosa and kick it with the girls and buy red bottoms. But let's be real, sis. You can't buy the red bottoms that sometimes you still got to shop on sale.
Right.
It ain't like you can go in there and buy it 3 times over in cash after your saving, after your college debt's paid off, your retirement's paid off, your investments are paid off. Then you can go buy it 3 times over in cash. And that's how they keep us.
Yeah, that's facts.
Because I'm gonna say this, I get Andrea in, I see you. In other communities, money circulates anywhere from 33 times before it leaves, 17 times before it leaves, 16 times. Even in Hispanic community, a dollar circulates 6 days before it leaves. You know how many times the dollar circulates in the black quote unquote community?
An hour, right?
6 hours. You get paid on Friday at 5, you're broke by midnight.
Right.
So if you were married, you would likely have a husband who would say, hey, we can do what we do, but we're going to make better economic decisions because, women tend to be more emotional and impulsive and men tend to be more calculated. You could get more being married, but we have not been taught to think of each other that way. You've been taught to think I got a bag by myself. But I'm going to say this and I'm going to get to the next person. If you're 30, how long have you been in your career?
3 years.
3 years. Same company?
Yes.
Any non-black female counterparts?
Yes.
Have you seen any of these women get married or going to weddings?
No.
Okay.
No.
That's not surprising. But typically, when I typically deal with women between 23 and 30, that's when women tend to be going to lots of weddings. I have a client right now. She's gone to, before COVID, she had gone to 4 weddings in the last 5 months. That's crazy. So the questions you're going to have to ask yourself is, if you want to get married, what are you doing to make yourself competitive for the kind of man that you want? Because you should have had him 7 years ago.
I know. I just found you, and I'm glad I did.
Well, now you know, right? Now you know. So now you know. So you be like, dang. Now at least you can put a number to it, and now you can actually start making some decisions.
Now you're realizing what every woman eventually learns. Money doesn't replace partnership, success doesn't replace femininity, and independence doesn't guarantee options. You chased the bag, but you ignored the timeline. You waited for the right moment, but biology didn't wait with you. You thought the men you wanted would still be available when you were done grinding, but they moved on. They married younger, softer, more cooperative women while you were building your resume. And now the regret is catching up, because the market is catching up. You're not less valuable as a person, but romantically your value is tied to time, femininity, and availability. Not degrees, not job titles, not promotions. You keep saying, I'm ready now. But the men you want aren't waiting for you to be ready. High-value men want women who are willing to build with them, not women who come back after prioritizing everything but a relationship.